Welcome. I'm Halcyon, and this is Hug Nation. Carol asking the great question, what about hugs? You know, we had a Burners Without Borders meetup at my place last night, and it was the first time I'd been to a gathering where hugging was not expected. But also, Carol's saying, do we hug or not? It kind of hurts to get rejected. And I would say, we need to work on that. It's always acceptable for someone to say, I would not like to hug. That is not rejection. That is someone explaining their preferences. You know, we are all at different places in our path of what we are comfortable with and not comfortable with. You know, if I offer you bacon and you're a vegetarian, you saying no thank you is not a rejection. If I say, would you like to have sex with me? And you say, I barely know you, that's not really a rejection. That's just getting clear on where we're at and what we're comfortable with. I don't think, oh man, you prude, you don't want to sleep with me. And I shouldn't think, oh, you germaphobe, you don't want to hug me. We all need to figure out where we stand and how we feel, and I think we need to honor one another. Is this a time when hugging makes less sense? Kinda. I've always been uncomfortable with handshakes. Handshakes to me just feels like germ transfer. And it is a much more effective germ transfer technique than a hug. I've always thought a hug and a pat in the back, that's like pretty safe. But I certainly recognize that, a bow to somebody, a howdy do, maybe we'll make up something new that means maybe we do like a boom, 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 heart to heart, heart to you, or we flap our wings in appreciation. I don't know. But that's a great question. And I think that is something that is going to play out over the next few weeks. People might find it rude if you come at them with your hand out to handshake. I noticed yesterday as people reached out their hands, I was like, really? We're going to do this? We're going to shake hands? And I found myself, slipping away to wash my hands. Although another thing I learned was you're supposed to wash your hands for the length of the alphabet song twice, something like that. Oh man, I've never washed my hands that long. That's about how long I shower for. We are in for a time where compassion and patience is going to be critical. It is going to be a good practice for us. The world is a very dangerous place. Nature is at all times trying to kill us. We always have bacteria and viruses trying to get at us, and we have these immune systems that fight it off. Always. There's always natural disasters happening. There's always this stuff happening. And we built up these societies that keep us feeling pretty safe. We have this sense of security, like we're going to live till old age. We have the right to happiness, health, longevity, prosperity, and at some level that is what a society is I believe should be guaranteeing us. But there is a level above what society can do, and that is nature. That is the laws of the universe, the danger inherent in life itself, because connected to life is death, just as up has down and a crest has a trough. It just is. And so as we are slipping into a period where the illusion of security is fading to the reality of the dangerousness of life, I think it's going to be very interesting. I sometimes wonder, I think back at like in the olden days, in the Wild West, when you knew that your life expectancy was poor, when people all around you were dying from crazy illnesses and amputations and people would go on trips to find a new place to live, and the people in their party would die along the way. When death was just a part of life, I think in a more significant way, I think that affects the mindset of risk taking and being adventurous and, going for your dreams and such. Maybe not. But I would think, like we have such a comfort at our disposal that it takes a different kind of liberation to break out of the comfort that we have into freedom. Interestingly, that's something that keeps coming up in conversations about Burning Man. As the Burning Man experience grows into one of more and more comfort, where we have meal plans and communal structures and showers and all these things that are way beyond just showing up in a tent and surviving, that security, that comfort that is now built into the experience, while enjoyable, it does create a distance between the liberation, you and the true freedom. As freedom is nothing but nothing left to lose, something like that. Janis Joplin, I believe. I'm gonna sing it now. No, I'm not. And with a society and all of the perks of first world problems, everything that we have to lose is also part of our anxiety and our fear. When you're out in the desert and you're panicked because the generator doesn't work. I had a great talk with JJ in my camp this weekend about how we had a bum generator this year. It would go down frequently, and while most people were very understanding that, hey, fuck, it's Burning Man, there were some people that were like, the generator's not working again. My AC's not working, and we're like, do you know where you are? Like, what? And I think there is this, there's nothing wrong with building up comfort and creating even if it's an illusion, a securityness, that's a good word. Creating a experience that is more pleasant and comfortable. But when that becomes baseline and you don't appreciate it and you're afraid of losing it, or when you do lose it, you get to a panic state or feel like you are now suffering, you got to recalibrate. And perhaps we are culturally heading into a recalibration state. Great time to be doing a gratitude list. So, I hope you have a fantastic week. It is always such a treat to share this time with you. I'm sure everything is perfect. All is well. Thank you. I love you. Hey, sign up for my newsletter and I will send you free access to my 2 short films. One is about Burning Man and one is about my grandfather. List.hugnation.com and you get free access to both those films.